Look!
Listen.
Oh my God. Welcome to Look, Listen, Cast, the podcast about Pokemon and other things. You have no idea what we're going through to put this out for you.
So be grateful.
Yeah, honestly, even if you don't like this one, go and give it a like and a comment and email at looklistencast@gmail.com. Geese Peep's not here. She's on a plane. Big surprise. Big whoop. Who could have guessed it?
How many minutes? How many hours?
Billions.
How many days a year do you think she spends in the air?
Billions of days a year, per year, every year, per year on an airplane. Guys, this is, did I already tell Taylor, did I already say this is a podcast about Pokemon and other things?
Who's to say?
It's episode 112 of Horizons, episode 168 of the full podcast. Guys, today should be such a fun celebratory day. That's right. Pokemon Legends ZA is out. I hope you're playing it while you're listening to this. But are we able to enjoy it? No, because I'm dying. My throat's on fire. My right tonsil's killing me. Taylor, I don't even think he can move. I don't think he's ambulatory in the slightest. If that's
little bit of a back spasm.
It's a little bit of a back spasm. Nobody's, we're not doing great, guys. Honestly, we're here for you.
But happy for ZA. So in as is customary, I am going to start playing Legends Arceus because Legends ZA is out. I did the same thing with Silk Song. And this is going to segue straight into my watch and play and eat and goof and checking in on Geese. Because
whoa! Are we ready? Are we prepared for Peep of the Week? What you been geefing?
I thought so.
Okay, well, go ahead then, please. If we're ready for it, I don't see why we're not in the middle of our next segment. Please.
Exactly. So Silk Song comes out, and I'm like, okay, I really want to play Silk Song. I really want to be playing Silk Song. And then I say, I haven't beaten Hollow Knight.
Oh my God.
I go back, bounced off it 2 or 3 times, just didn't like it. Yesterday, I beat Nightmare King Grim, and it is such a good boss fight. My God.
Now, hold on.
Yes,
question from somebody who's never played more than 5 minutes of a Hollow Knight. Is that a final boss?
No. Well, kind of. It's the final boss of the DLC.
Well, there you go.
So I did all the trials. I'm at like 106% or something. Not going to do the Pantheons because I'm currently a little bit stuck on the boss Radiance. Not a big fan of it. Compared to Nightmare King Grim, not a big fan of it. Nightmare King Grim, pure skill execution. Just awesome. Radiance, a little bit of RNG there.
Your favorite?
I started last night with Guncan watching, because I guess we're just going through old mid-2010s shows that I'm going to watch. Not that that's when it aired, but that's when I watched it.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
We were rewatching Orphan Black, which, again, Tatiana Maslany, what a performance. I can't remember if I've already talked about this or how many times I've talked about this. Her accent layers, being a person with one accent impersonating another person impersonating somebody else, and the layers of believability of her accents is fantastic. Pacing, it feels like, I don't know if it's a BBC show, but it feels like it. Definitely awkward pacing. Lost. Watch the first episode of Lost.
Whoa! Orphan Black, if you ask me to picture it in my head, I can see a BBC logo on there. You mean to tell me you watched Lost, the pilot episode, which won more awards than one show has ever won in the past, and they spent about $100 million on one pilot episode?
You can really tell that there's a big budget on that episode, and you can feel it. Just thinking about the practical effects that they have in it. In Hawaii, and I'm like, oh, this is genius. They come out with a pilot that costs more than the GDP of most countries in the world. You can't not make the show.
Imagine all the life insurance policies they had to pay out for all the extras they had to kill in the plane crash.
Oh, yeah. Don't think about that. And the reef destruction. So it's not as, it shows its age a little bit with how people talk.
Well, here's what I'll say about Lost, and all the actors said this too. They said, yeah, Lost was so great, but at the same time, they wish it had been on HBO so they could speak like a human being does, but because they were on network television, ABC, it was such unrealistic network television dialogue. So it was always the same one or two swear words that would never happen in real life.
It wasn't even that. It was because I have no issues with not swearing in scripts. I kind of like that. I find it refreshing because then you don't worry about people swearing when they clearly shouldn't be, and it's forced and it feels awkward.
Well, but the problem is, you're only saying that because you don't swear, so it's normal for you. But in real life, people do swear.
Sure.
Yes, there's situations where people don't swear, but when they all sound like you,
it's it's not the swearing, it's the like. It does feel very networky. When I was in your shoes, I felt the exact same way. And then I just had to pull myself up by my bootstraps and overcome that obstacle. And you can do that too. And you feel it. Now, Lost, one of my favorite shows. Love it. I think it's still the best character development I've seen across a cast across many years. Breaking Bad's up there.
You do see a lot of changes in Lost. That's not a mistruth. That is not a lie. There are characters that change in many ways.
The really cool part about Lost that you don't... What?
Alliances brokered.
Oh.
But the thing about Lost, isn't half of Lost, you've got characters playing other guys, playing new characters? Like, spoilers.
Oh, yeah, that's some weird stuff, but it doesn't change too much. I'm going to try to pay attention to it, because I know when it's supposed to happen, and see when that's going to be applicable and when it's not. The big thing that I always tell people about Lost is when you're watching those last seasons, which people get really bogged down on the, mystery of the week kind of vibe of it, there is such a tangible fatigue for every one of the actors. And I'm just sitting there thinking, finally, somebody is showing that these people have been on an island for X amount of days. And they actually look like it. They're not like, well, bright and early morning, let's go into the episode. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I'm on my last legs.
Mm-hmm.
Very sick.
Okay, before I get into my Peep of the Week, what I've been geesing, I meant to say this at the top, but not only am I dying of sickness, every other day in this apartment, they're shutting off the water. So I'm just like, what am I here? So this week in my Geese of the Week, what I've been peeping... If Geese Peep were here, she would vouch for me and say, yes, this is what we watched. But we saw the 30th anniversary of the 1995 film Casper.
How was that?
Which Taylor will recall.
I thought it was about ghosts.
And about one friendly ghost.
Great joke there.
And his mean uncles. That film, of course, came up not too long ago when I couldn't get out of my head a vision and a sound of somebody going, no problem. It's no problem. And I searched forever, and Taylor tried to help me, and we got suggestions of maybe it was that scene from Home Alone with the cop eating the donut. And I thought maybe, but it's not close enough. And it turns out it was one of the opening scenes from Casper.
The sick remembrance.
The sick remembrance, yes, very much so. Casper is a fun movie. It's cute. It's funny.
Geese has seen it, right?
No, she's never seen it.
Oh.
The opening was very funny, actually, when you meet the villain, Kerrigan. The jokes were a mile a second with, what's his name, Ben Stein? He was dropping up so many funny jokes about foundations for dyslexic Dalmatians. I was laughing.
That guy, it's a very good delivery all the time.
Unfortunately, the rest of the movie is not as funny because I got so excited when the movie opened with so many laughs a second. And then it was fine. It was cute. But as we left the theater, Geese Peep and I said, there are a tremendous amount of plot holes in that movie. Nothing really makes sense if you think about it for any amount of seconds. You live in one of these worlds. It's almost Pokemon logic, where clearly everybody knows ghosts exist. Ghosts exist. Everyone knows ghosts exist because you have evidence all over the place. But you still have half the population saying ghosts don't exist. And then you have the main character father, whose whole job is talking to ghosts, who is very scared when he meets Casper, the world's friendliest ghost, and screams and yells and acts as if he's never seen a ghost before. And then you get into the plot of the movie and the secret and the unfinished business and how a character dies but then comes back to life, but then so now we have a body double because he comes back to life with the glasses. It's a whole thing. It's a fun movie. I recommend it for everybody.
I always confuse the the singular ghost segment of Casper with because wasn't he like some kind of Victorian swashbuckler or something?
No,
but as a child?
He was a young boy.
He looks like his name is like Hans or Sebastian or something.
His name is Casper. His name's Casper, yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's not a nickname?
No, that's his real name.
It's me, Sebastian. My friends call me Casper.
No, he's from the 1800s or so.
I confuse that a lot with the scene from Hocus Pocus.
Yes. That's a movie. That's a film you're talking about. Yeah, that's Sebastian. Is that his name? Yeah, the cat? Sebastian the cat?
Sure.
Thank you for saving me. I'll run off with my poofy white shirt now.
And my little sister.
We also, he loved his little sister.
He really
did. We also
did.
saw at the New Beverly a film neither of us have seen, but apparently Geese Peep's mother had seen, or she watched some of it because her father took her on a date to it, and then she walked out of the theater and they almost broke up. So this
Passion of the
movie
Christ?
almost made sure that Geese Peep never existed. That's right. Blood Simple, the first film by the Coen brothers. Never seen it. Frances McDormand, very young in it. It's so interesting because it's very much a 1984, their first attempt at this kind of thing. By the end of the movie, I think there's a ton of cool shots and things you really see inspire Quentin Tarantino and other films like this, kind of crime, thriller, fun stuff like that. But the problem is, boy, it drags. It's not even a 2-hour movie, but it is. And the audio design's so weird. They keep just reusing the same song, which is a fun song. It sounds kind of cool, like you would play it on a Castlevania DS game, Metroidvania. But most of the time, there's no background anything. You just get dialogue. So it was the biggest example of just all I hear is squeaking chairs and cough and candy and drinks in the theater. It's like watching A Quiet Place half the time because there's just no sound design at all. But it's very, very slow. There are some laughs. I would laugh real loud in the theater when they redid a joke about little spoilers, but you'll see if you ever watch it. They got much better. The Coen brothers got much better at making movies, and then one of them got a little worse when they made Honey Don't. But there's a string of great Coen brothers films out there for you to watch. So
for a real long time, Coen brothers were, I would say, it's tough. It's real tough. Wes Anderson, Coen brothers, pretty much my two favorite. I say Coen brothers are basically one person because we don't count the solo projects. Although Paul Thomas Anderson, great job. Very good job. The Master, fantastic. There Will Be Blood, fantastic. Phantom Thread, insanely good. Rewatched that recently, and that's just, what a film.
Yorgos Lanthimos, however you say it, that man's pumping out movies left and right with Emma Stone and Jesse Plemons, and I can't wait for Begonia. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't know if I'd recommend watching it, but it's because I feel like I'm comparing the two because I can see some inspiration. And also, since we saw it in the New Beverly, which is owned by Quentin Tarantino, I think Reservoir Dogs is a much stronger first movie than Blood Simple, but it's fine. It was also way before, 84, way before the early 90s.
Yeah. Okay.
But they were fine. It was interesting.
That type of a movie in 84 is really interesting.
Yeah. We also went to the zoo, and I couldn't stop laughing at all of the names of all of the children. Because, of course, every child's name is constantly being yelled out, especially Oliver. Oliver was up to no good. He was always causing mischief. His caretaker, whoever, was yelling, Oliver, no! Constantly. I've never been in a scenario where we walked around the full zoo, but every single place we'd go, we'd see the exact same people. So I learned all that. So if anybody wants to know, here is a census of what children are named in 2025. We got Oliver, Ellie, Damaris, Ashton, Margot, Ezra, all the classics.
Wow.
Those are the 2025 names.
Good for 2025. Solid, interesting names.
There's some cool. Margot is a very 2025. It's like, okay.
I used to play water polo with somebody who was working on several projects with Margot Robbie, and I heard her say Margot so many times, and I can't hear. So now when I hear it like as Margot with an American accent, it sounds wrong.
Yeah, probably pronouncing it wrong. Also, Geese Peep is a big fan of dipping hot tamales, the candy, into peanut butter. Apparently that's a good combo.
Oh, don't say hot tamales. That just...
Oh, no, Taylor!
Oh, the
No!
muscle memory is going to kick in.
No!
Oh, I know in 2 hours I'm just going to be saying it. Oh, it's so dumb. I still can't believe that was a phase in my life.
Yeah, shout out longtime viewers. Write in. Do you remember Taylor's story about hot tamale? I don't know. Taylor... Oh, but anyway, we didn't have a jar of peanut butter, but we did try Reese's Pieces and the spicy cinnamon candy. And New Beverly, it was an okay combo. Taylor, are we prepared to move on to Poke?
I guess we are prepared to move on to Poké-news.
We can't get too disgusting with it. That'll be people they'll turn off the thing.
I was going to start barking, and then
Yeah.
I was worried. I was worried you were going to start barking, and then the dogs were going to be triggered.
Guys, I don't know why we're pretending there's any news other than the big news of today, which is Pokemon Legends ZA available now on the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 entertainment systems. You better be playing it, having fun, and catching shinies out the wazoo. What's so funny is there's a prominent Poké YouTuber creator who is teasing out the wazoo. Guys, it's true. You can't turn autosaves off, but that's not a problem. You're going to love it. It's the best thing that's ever happening for shiny hunters. And now I'm seeing all these people on social media saying, I just lost another shiny because of these autosaves, and everybody tagging Austin John. And he said, and everybody's saying, can you please tell us what you mean by this so we don't lose shinies? And he's like, just wait for the video coming soon. So
that's so good.
Hopefully I don't miss any shinies. I mean, I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be saving before my shinies. And if it doesn't catch, I'm going to slam that thing.
How often do shinies run?
Just as off as anybody else. It's a Legends game. You can also miss your throw. It's not go.
I've never played a Legends game.
And also, I mean, what if I don't have? I mean, what if I'm just starting the game? I see a shiny. I don't have the powered up balls yet. I mean, come on, guys, please.
Yeah. What if you get a shiny starter? Have you ever gotten a shiny starter?
Screech! Stop. The starters are shiny locked, which I believe is a good thing. A lot of shiny hunters hate that they're locked. I just want to protect shiny hunters from themselves. I've said this before. Please do shiny lock the starters and the legendaries, because I just want you to catch them normal, and then you can shiny hunt later in a later generation or whatever. But anyway,
enjoy yourself.
Yes,
Don't
that's what I'm trying to say.
Start the game 17 hours after you start the game.
I'm saying. Okay. So, Cerebi reports that the Pokemon Legends ZA Ralts holding the Gardevoir-ite distribution is now live. So, load up ZA and go to Mystery Gift, receive via Mystery Gift via internet, and there you go. It's a little Ralts, and it's got a Gardevoir-ite. Also, my God, Pokemon's doing too much for one day. But Pokemon Go has detailed the level 80 experience rebalance. It's live. I'm level 70 right now. I jumped 20
level
levels.
67.
Very fun.
And I have, I think it's 1,300 items more than I can carry.
Yeah, everybody does. It's fun. It's a good time.
Good luck spinning those Pokestops.
Whoa. Okay. Also, in Pokemon Go news, the Pokemon Go Cross Pokemon Legends ZA celebration event is now rolling out. And look at that. That goes until October 20th on local time of the 8 p.m. So enjoy that. Yeah, it's a big ZA day, guys. And also, of course, what we're watching today is the new mini arc in Horizons, which is Roy in Kalos to celebrate Pokemon Legends ZA. So it's a big ZA kind of day. So everybody gets
say what you will about quality and about implementation. Their scheduling is second to none.
Oh my God, we got.
They're so good at it. Every time I see Roy with that just hideous shiny Lucario, I'm like, man, I got to be playing some kind of Pokemon IP.
Not hideous. Okay, Taylor, it's episode 112 of Horizons. Can you please tell us the name of today's episode in English?
Not only can I, but I will.
And that's all we ask. We did. Taylor did his part. All we ask is you do yours. Like, comment, subscribe.
Casper. Oh, no. That's not the name.
It's a name.
That's not the name.
Make sure to pronounce the M dashes.
That's not the name.
It's the name of it.
This week's episode is Roy Dash Training.
Or in Japanese, Doi Shugyo. All right. So what's the score of the week, Taylor? Okay. Let's jump into the episode. It is now time to discuss. Wait, did I already say that? Did I already use the words "it is now time to discuss" an episode of Pokemon?
Well, I haven't said previously on Pokemon.
There's no
especially
previously.
with Lost.
No, there's no previously. This is a new arc. We're good.
Well, we finished the last season.
Nah, it's a new time. See, what
New
would
day.
you say? What are you gonna remember a year ago? Tell us what happened a year ago.
Oh gosh, I have no idea.
We don't have time for last week. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Please.
Yeah, Fritos isn't here.
That's what I'm saying. We're gonna on this brand new arc. And it's one of those sick special episodes, Taylor, where we don't even have time for intro. We're gonna put the intro credits over a scene, which I'm always a fan of.
I think that's so sick. Every time an anime does that, you start showing ending theme music with credits over actions that are currently happening. I'm hyped, no matter how many times you do it.
It's good stuff. We're gonna open with Roy versus Ult, and they're gonna Mega Evolve. Oh wow! Power Gym, Flash Cannon, so sick. The girls, Dot and Liko, are watching. So we're still present day right now. The girls say, wow, please tell us the story of how you two learned how to Mega Evolve again.
I had high hopes after this scene because, I mean, the animation in this little mini bout was a bit better. I don't like that we're starting out on that, but on a battle, but
in
it
less
makes
than 2
sense.
seconds, they did one attack each.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Philosophically, I don't like that they started out on a battle, but it makes sense because at the end of the last season, they're like, hey, Ult, stay with us, train with us. So they're training.
Makes sense.
Also, well animated.
Oh, yeah.
Also, very funny for Roy to just casually go, oh, I guess I never told you how we met. And then just go into this.
I never told you guys how I got this Lucario? No, that's crazy. Anyway, I believe Roy and Ult get into a little bickering contest about who learned to Mega Evolve first and all this. And there's a fight that I thought this was very fun. Lucario has to break up Crocolore and Sableye because those two are just
Crocolore getting into a fight with anybody is very funny.
Yeah, he's just a little goofball. He's a little guy. All right, we're gonna have a flashback time, everybody. So buckle on in. It's time to go 1 year ago today. Oh wow, we see Roy it seems so dangerous every time. But Roy holding the little feet, the little talons of Kilowattrel, and he's flying by some Go-Goats, a female Pyroar, Talonflame, Helioptile, Bunnelby. My God. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. There is a lot of Pokemon in the background of this episode. If I miss one, you're gonna have to forgive me. It's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna do my best.
Road to forgiveness is straight up hill. There's got to be a phrase for that, huh?
Yeah, to forgive is to forget. Look, here's a Smoliv. As well as a Furfrou, a Vivian, a Sliggoo, Diggersby, Slurpuff, Aegislash, Klefki. Roy says to himself, wow, the big city. I can't believe I'm in Kalos, and I'm going to get stronger here in Lumio City.
It's interesting because I didn't feel the size of the city at all.
Huge. Oh, really? It's so bad. Remember all the
in the episode, I did.
alleys? Yeah, I'm saying, but remember all the alleys there? He's always getting lost. He was always on Google Maps. Can't find his way around.
Yeah, I wish there had maybe been more establishing shots, or they had done something with like zooming in on an alleyway and you see Roy in the middle of it. That'd be sick.
Wow. Anyway, we're going to cut to Ult. He's cleaning up the streets, Royal Raider style. He has the exact same backpack with the little trash picker-upper man. It's fun. Good on him. He's in a back alley, and we see Roy is already desperately lost in the big city. He walks right past Ult, and now, unfortunately, Taylor, we're going to have a moment, which I believe is probably going to knock off a couple.
Oh,
and
no.
I will say, I'm fine with this episode. I had fun with it, but we're really going to do the, oh my goodness, a couple girls call Captain Pikachu cute so he sneezes again.
Oh,
who enjoys?
As soon as I saw that, I think I was just talking about it last episode. Thank God they haven't done that in a while. And then hit the ground running here.
Yeah.
That's a great gag. Let's do it some more.
It must make sense. I bet if we were Japanese, we'd be on the floor laughing up a storm. Just type in WWWW, which means laugh in Japanese.
I can't think of a single joke that would run that infrequently, that tepidly, and that length and still land.
Well, we just don't get it. So Cap runs away. He runs past an Igglybuff, a Ralts, a Pidgey, a Jigglypuff. Oh, hey, look, it's Prism Tower. Look what you found. This is so big. And that is realistic, because if you've been to the Eiffel Tower, you'll say, wow, that's so big. And if you go to the Statue of Liberty, you'll go, wow, that's much smaller than I thought. So shouts out for authenticity in the Pokemon anime. Oh,
God bless the French.
Okay, so we got a Palpitoad over here. We got a Makuhita, a Pangoro, an Inkay, maybe a Froakie. It's 2 pixels tall. Maybe it's a Froakie. Maybe it's not. It looks like a Froakie to me. It looks like we got a Furret and Taylor. We got sounds of commotion happening. So Roy is gonna go investigate. But who does he bump into on the way to the commotion?
Alt.
That's correct. And he falls on the ground and he apologizes. But Alt does not accept his apology. Alt is very rude and says, these filthy tourists need to get out of my city. I'm French, and I don't like little Japanese boys.
It's kind of interesting because when he was real cantankerous at first, I was like, what? You're somebody who's cleaning up your streets, doing a public service of your own volition.
Well, spoilers, he is getting paid for it, so it's more like a job.
Well, at the time, this is what I was thinking, but I guess that makes sense. And I was thinking, how could somebody who cares about the environment also really hate people? And I was like, oh, because people make trash.
Anyway, no time to deal with Alt's nonsense. I hear unsound. It's that previous commotion before, Taylor. It turns out it's a battle. Roy loves to watch battle.
Who doesn't? And outside of me and Geese, I guess.
Wow, yeah. Also, in the big crowd, there's a Spritzy and a Heliolisk, but that's not important for most people.
I love
I also love Heliolisk.
I love Heliar.
Heliolisk, who's on my team in X and Y. What a great Pokemon. The battle is between Slowbro and Gardevoir, and their trainers, very French. And I'm telling you right now, these two, they're gonna Mega Evolve. Now, I have a big PSA for everybody. This is very important to know.
Okay.
Listen.
Yes.
As of this recording, as of you listening to this, Pokemon Legends ZA is out. This is completely confirmed information. This is absolutely true.
Whoa.
This has been much speculated. But when you get a Mega Slowbro Knight in ZA, it very clearly says it on it that Cantonian Slowbro can Mega Evolve, but Galarian Slowbro cannot Mega Evolve. Which is a big deal to the people who play those little fan games. I've never played it. I've never been in that community, so I don't know anything about it.
What is it?
I think it's called Showdown. It's basically like you play Pokemon battles. It's like they did that for Pokemon and Magic: The Gathering, where it's not official at all, but you can just play with everything without having to like pay money or work for it. You know, it's just you train on that thing, so that way you go to official stuff later. Anyway,
boy, I don't even kind of understand, but okay.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. But what I'm telling you is on that service, I believe you could have all the Pokemon together, and it allowed Galarian Slowbro to Mega Evolve, but that was no good because Galarian Slowbro cannot Mega Evolve. That's your PSA. Also, blink and you miss it. There's also a Barbarelle in that crowd somewhere, along with a Pancham, Aromatisse, Dedenne, Smeargle, Gourgeist, Meowstic, maybe a Greedent, probably not, Munchlax, Azumarill, probably many more. Anyway, I'm telling you now, Roy,
our boy,
has he never seen Mega Evolution in his life? Because he's losing it.
It's kind of weird because I feel like this would be, if you were really he was raised on an island, but if you were really into battling, you would assume that you would have seen this at some point on the internet.
Yeah, maybe it got to be on the internet. Maybe just never in real life, because Ult's still giving him a hard time. Ult's saying, oh, you're impressed by Mega Evolution? Here in Kalos, we do it all the time. It's normal here. Gardevoir wins the battle, by the way, so shouts out Mega Gardevoir, very powerful. And now, Taylor, we must meet a new character. That's right. A wild blonde man with sunglasses and a giant apparatus.
I thought it was a suit of armor.
Yeah, suit of armor with a giant apparatus attached to it. I can't even begin to describe what that is. Similar to spider legs or something, but with flower petals? I don't know what it is.
I don't think the people who drew it know what it is.
I think what they're going for is that's what a mega evolved human would be. Anyway, this is Master Mayonnaise, and he's all about mega evolution, and he's trying to sell some mega stones. The majority of what he's selling are just normal rocks, but I guess he's a scammer? I don't know. There's a couple real mega stones there.
They did a very poor job communicating his role in the world, because he comes across as the biggest scammer in the world, and then he just gives them mega bracelets and teaches them about mega evolving.
Yeah.
So imagine somebody came, tried to steal your information, and then said, oh, but I am actually going to give you a house.
Yeah, it's happened to me before. You think you're a scammer and you don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm not a scammer. They are, I think. They fooled me.
This guy a scammer?
Am I the scammer? Okay. So Roy
is scamming this guy out of his mega bracelets?
I'm now afraid of that. Okay. Roy and Ult want in on this, and oh goodness gracious me, they get into another fight. Roy and Ult calls Roy a Caleb, and Ult says, "I grew up here." So that is, I think I always assumed that he was Kalosian, he was from there, but I think we have confirmation of it now that he grew up in Kalos. Master Mayonnaise is cracking me up because he slowly pronounces the word mayonnaise in Japanese exactly the same way I was in Japan trying to order no mayonnaise at places. The majority of the places in Japan, there's no substitutions or anything. You shouldn't even try. But when I was at a Burger King, it would be okay for me to say mayo nuki de mayo nashi de kind of thing.
You should just carry a picture of him with a little X over his face and hold that up for people at restaurants, because they'll know.
They'll know exactly. Yep. He says, I travel the world seeking out strong trainers. Now, here's something interesting, and I believe it's hinting towards the DLC, which we have been, it has been revealed that we're getting DLC for Mega ZA, and we're getting Mega Raichu. If you'll notice, Captain Pikachu looks at a little yellow Megastone, and perhaps, is that a Raichu Megastone? Could be.
Doesn't Mr. Mayonnaise say something about that too?
He certainly hints towards it, yes.
Their marketing's great.
All right, well, before we do anything, guys, this is Master Mayonnaise talking. He says, before we do anything, let's drink some coffee. We're in Kalos. We're going to have some big, fancy, sweet coffees. It'll be great. Everybody's going to love it.
Is that a big thing in France?
Coffee? Yeah, they're always
sweet. No, sweet coffee.
Oh, maybe they like a little sweets every now and again.
I know they like sweets.
Yeah, a little cafe.
Pain au chocolat, but
exactly
coffee.
Well,
sweet coffee is a pretty American thing.
Yes. Well, yes, but perhaps in Italy as well. They have from time to time, in addition to their normal espresso, maybe they have some milk in it.
That's true.
Master Mayonnaise gives a big giant presentation all about Mega Evolution. Now, Taylor and I, we're pros. We know all about Mega Evolution. We don't need any of this information, but maybe Roy needs to learn about what is Mega Evolution. And the boy does need a presentation, because I'm telling you now, I feel so bad for Roy. He gets so hyped up. Because Ult's over here saying, yeah, I'm going to Mega Evolve my Sableye. Master Mayonnaise says, yeah, that'll be great. That's great. Roy then says, yeah, I'm going to Mega Evolve my Crocalor. And I don't know how to break it to you, Roy, but I mean, first of all, he's a mid-stage evolution, and that's pretty rare to have a mid-stage evolution Mega Evolve. Though, spoilers, ZA, maybe you will see that. Who's to say? Well, I'm to say, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. But not only that, but nobody in that line can Mega Evolve as of currently. Now, Taylor, would it be sick if this all leads to eventually Skeledirge gets a Mega Evolution and we're going to see it live on Horizons Anime? Would that be sick?
That'd be very sick.
Cool. I don't know, though. So, sorry, guys. My favorite part of this episode now happens when they show a shot of Prism Tower, the Eiffel Tower equivalent, and basically what happens is Master Mayonnaise looks directly into the camera and says to all the children, please get your parents' credit card and purchase Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 entertainment systems. Because there's a lot of new Megas coming out for you, and there's only one way to get them, and that's Pokemon Legends ZA.
Sick, and the DLC.
Yeah. But, okay. Roy, he says, that's okay. I mean, just because you've never seen a Mega Crocalor, it doesn't mean they don't exist. Maybe my Crocalor is going to be the first Mega Crocalor to ever exist. And it's, it's cute. It's endearing. Like, all right, Roy. Okay. Now, it would be sick, Taylor, but if Crocalor got a Mega Evolution, it would be a little too Digimon for me. Because Digimon, we do have some
I
split.
agree.
We do have some split evolutions in Pokemon, but it's not the norm. And Digimon is nothing but split evolutions all over the.
I don't like the idea of. I agree with you. I don't think that fits Pokemon very well.
I mean, honestly, Mega Evolution already is way too Digimon because it works the same way Digimon does, where you Digivolve and then you just go back.
Yeah.
But, okay, now we get to the scene where Taylor mentioned before. This guy, I guess he's not a scammer because he just gives away free Mega Rings and Keystones to the kids. So there you go. Now all they got to do is find some Mega Stones. Thank goodness, Ult just digs in his pocket and has a Sableye Mega Stone because Sableye found it on the ground once, and it's his favorite one, which is appropriate. Makes sense. That he would enjoy his own Mega Stone. So great. He loves it. And now, I've seen the comments before, Taylor. There's a lot of people out there who don't like Ult because of his behavior towards Roy, and he's not winning any friends now because he's shoving it in Roy's face that he got his own little Mega Stone, and Roy doesn't have a Mega Stone, so I don't know how Roy's going to Mega Evolve.
Although that is how competitive little boys act.
Yeah, that's true. It's now time for such a sad scene. If Geese Peep were here, I'm sure she would be crying. But we see poor baby Crocalor run into the street and just grab a normal rock and show it to Roy, as if that's going to make him Mega Evolve.
It's very funny.
Buddy. It's time for a commercial break. We're back from the commercial break, and Roy and Ult are in an alley, and Roy's looking at a map trying to find where they're supposed to go. Did Master Mayonnaise already mention that they need to go train at the area with the yellow blast? Has that already happened? No, because
I don't think so.
Even though this entire episode is a year ago flashback, we're still doing double bonus flashbacks. So we're in present day of 1 year ago right now, but we're about to go back to the past Samurai Jack again. So hold on, stick with me here. Okay. So he's looking at Google Maps. I guess they're trying to find somewhere to train. We go in a flashback. We see, this is double flashback, by the way. Everybody keep track. Ult wastes no time trying to find the training area, training zone, Master Mustard, Master Mayonnaise's big giant dojo adventure. He runs away. This is when they're drinking coffee. Ult runs past a Meryl and a Fletchling trying to find the yellow blast. And okay. What a waste of a flashback. We could have just seen that scene when it was supposed to. Let's cut back to present. Ult is explaining to Roy why he cleans up. I believe I mentioned this earlier. He gets paid for it, and Sableye finds cool stuff. So win-win.
And he helps the environment, because in my mind, Ult is all about saving the world.
Yep. And in saving the world, that also entails making sure to not help Roy at all.
Ever.
He will not, because here's the thing. Ult knows Kalos, knows Lumio City like the back of his hand. He could easily just tell Roy where the dojo is, where Yellow Blast is, but he doesn't. So Roy's got to find it on his own. Sorry, Roy, that's part of your training.
Yeah. I mean, it is helpful. Roy clearly doesn't know anywhere in the city.
Well, luckily, Roy found it immediately in the very next scene. So it was a waste of everybody's time again.
A lot of time wasted in this episode.
Yeah. We're at the hidden dojo. Master Mayonnaise talked about the Yellow Blast. And I got to say, it looks pretty sick. It's covered in moss, Taylor. Is that correct? Just like overgrowth?
Yeah. Vegetation. Like it's not pruned.
Yeah. And it's in the middle of a big city. That's right. It's the Mayo Maze Palace. Excuse me. Mayo Maze is a good little play on words there.
Very good pun.
Ult shows up right after Roy, and then they both get scared when a bunch of Murkrow scream very loudly. And then they argue about who got scared. But then we hear a howl come from within the palace. Ooh, they enter the door. Much like Legends of the Hidden Temple, 1,000,000 doors lie before them. Taylor, the music here, so good. It's giving me the Final Fantasy VIII soundtrack vibe. I'm loving the music in this dungeon. Oh, yeah. Ult runs through a random door, hits his head, rushing into a dead end. And then Crocalor runs through a door and bumps into Sableye, and wow, hey, we can't find anything. Sableye and Crocalor start running in a direction for some reason, and Roy and Ult have to chase after them.
Because they're Pokemon. They sense things.
Yeah, they're always good at sensing things that humans can't, is what Roy explains to Ult.
And Ult has like this weird incredulity when looking at Sableye, and I was just thinking, do you not like your own Pokemon? Like, what?
I've never heard of it. But before that happens, of course, we see Ult sprinting towards a quote-unquote door in the distance. Roy says, Ult, no! Sableye yells, Ult, no! And he didn't listen to either of them. He falls through a trap door. Thank goodness Roy pulls out Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel saves Ult from the pit hole fall, and then Crocalor finds a little secret hidden ninja revolving door that they go through.
I did like the little Scooby-Doo maze booby trap stuff. You have the little kind of beanbag thing that Ult lands on in the pit. So it's not. Found it very funny that we got Kilowattrel out to save the day from the pit because he fell like 4 feet.
He's always
Crocalor just randomly walks up to the wall and pushes it. I think they could have done that in a way funnier way.
Taylor, I don't think you understand. Pokemon sense things humans can't.
No
In
way.
fact, they sensed that quote, I brought it up before, the quote-unquote door wasn't a door at all. It was just a painting on a wall. So a Pokemon would have known that.
Yeah, that's true.
Foolish Ult.
Yeah, Ult.
Yeah. Well, now it's time to walk up 700 flights of stairs. The kids are exhausted because they have to climb the entire dojo. And finally, they reach what appears to be, I swear to goodness, I haven't even played many of these games, but I swear to goodness, they end up in a scene from one of the Yakuza games. Like the hallway they end up in looks identical to one, probably Yakuza 7, Like a Dragon, I'd imagine. It's the only one I played.
Oh, I know what scene you're talking about. And yeah.
There you go.
Although this would fit in so many games.
Now it is time to approach a real sliding door because Pokemon can sense things that humans can't. And Taylor, what shiny Pokemon awaits us beyond this door?
Unfortunately, it is Lucario.
No, he's so sick and he's glowing and he's shiny.
Oh, he's very sick.
Fight? Does he want to fight? Does he extreme speed past the kids?
This is, as soon as I saw that first move, I was like, this is going to be one of those recruit the boss to your party and they get nerfed situations.
Yeah, that's such a good call. That looks like exactly what's happening. Because this Lucario, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to spoil it for you now. He's beating these guys up hard. He's not even Mega Evolved.
Not a sweat on his brow.
Nope. Power Gym, Sableye, Flamethrower, Crocalor. My God, Lucario's too fast. Try to dodge it, Sableye. Oh my God, is he using Bullet Punch, the incredibly fast move that has priority?
Yeah.
He's too quick for
Comfort.
Crocalor's Flame Charge. Wow. Lucario, he's doing a number on these Pokemon. He just kicks Crocalor in the neck. Looks real painful. I write in my notes here, Taylor, I write, is this truly the Yellow Blast? Is Lucario truly the Yellow Blast? Because he's yellow.
It would have been sicker if they had to team up with Lucario to fight something else. Like if Mr. Mayonnaise had been at his
Master Mayonnaise, I believe you mean, is what
Master Mayonnaise. Master Mayonnaise. Sorry. Master Mayonnaise had a different Mega Pokemon, and Lucario teamed up with the two of them to fight it. That way there would at least be a little suspense.
We got a couple episodes left in the episode Mega Evolution arc, so I'm thinking that still may yet to happen. Flame Charge, Crocalor, it's no good. Lucario KOs them both. They're both knocked out, and we get it to be continued as Roy very, very shamefully pulls his hat down over his face. Wow. He's pulling his hat down in shame, Taylor. That's what I got to say.
Which is kind of weird because Roy has consistently been beaten.
He never feels happy about it. Don't you remember when he got his behind handed to him in, was it Montenerva by Rhyme? I think it was by Rhyme, and he was real sad. And then Rhyme said, you don't deserve Crocalor, or it may have been Fuecoco at the time, but
that was way different. If anything, you would assume that just emotional battery that he had to endure from Rhyme, but that would kind of toughen him up.
That episode's got to be in English by now. I got to watch that dub to see what she says, because I kind of doubt she's going to say in English, "You don't deserve this, Pokemon."
It's probably just going to be her saying, "Yo, don't waste my time," or something.
Then we get a new outro theme song, which is very kind of neat for just a 3-episode mini arc that they do a full animated outro, new song, and everything. Are those
I
neat?
like that.
You like it? Okay. Let's discuss the first episode of this new mini season, the arc episode Mega Evolution. How we feeling? I enjoyed it. I laughed. Yeah. I loved the opening with Lucario breaking him up. Crocalor was so cute with finding the rock.
I like the little maze.
Yeah, it's fun to see Roy back to his younger self. Kind of cool. Now, there's lots of little hints back and forth. I mean, if you're teasing Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, do you think that's what's going to happen? That Captain Pikachu is going to evolve into a Raichu and become Mega Raichu in this series?
I don't know. That would be cool if because he can only become one of them. Oh, really? I thought Alolan Raichu and normal Raichu would have their separate evolutions.
No. Like I said, Mega Evolution is temporary. You could give him a Mega Raichu Knight X and he'd turn into Mega Raichu X, or you could give him Mega Raichu Knight Y and he'd turn into Mega Raichu Y.
Oh, so
Alolan Raichu does not have a Mega Evolution that we know.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
So he could switch between the two, honestly, in the anime if they wanted to.
Yeah, that would be sick. And then Fritos could Mega Evolve his Charizard depending on what he wanted. I think story-wise, it's really fun, but as far as selling merchandise, I don't see Pokemon getting rid of Pikachu in the series.
Yeah. Okay, I had a good time with this. I don't think this is a bad episode by Pokemon anime standards. Probably a little disappointed. I think I had higher hopes, so I don't think we're going to put this in the 9s or anything. 8.0 seems a little low, maybe?
I feel like that seems a little bit high.
Okay, what score do you want to give it? Or
I'd give it. I'll give this a nice IGN 7.
7.0. Okay, and your reasoning being?
It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty okay. I think that they really should have used the opportunity to go out on some limbs as far as the usual formula for this, given that it's such a mini series. They could have gone for a totally different vibe and just had some really interesting animation or interesting concepts or make the region incredibly unique. But instead, it's just like another episode. I like the Scooby-Doo maze, and I hope they do a lot more with that. I hope I just want it to be almost like a little contained, lower stakes movie instead of just kind of filler episodes.
So you would say you don't feel like this differentiates itself enough from the other episodes?
Yeah, definitely. Especially because we already know how everything ends. You could really go off the reservation or introduce a new character.
Well, we do, and we're going to get more characters.
Or more new characters, sorry.
I guess I'll give it an 8.1. I don't know. There was cute moments, fun moments. I thought the battle animations were very sick. I thought Lucario was very sick. Actually, hold on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
8.4. The animation was way too sick for the battles. I know Geese, Peep, and Taylor aren't into the battles, but just Lucario being that sick. Taylor hit the nail on the head. This is such an example of incredibly difficult boss, and then they join your team, and they're going to be nerfed. But it's fine. I like the battles. They were fun. The Mega Evolution. We had such cool Mega Evolution animations in this episode in the beginning, and between the Gardevoir and the Slowbro. I thought it was sick. I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. Master Mayonnaise was sick. And
I agree on that.
I know I say this all the time, but when you're teasing future stuff in the games, such as the Mega Raichu tease, that's why I'm here. I want new information about Pokemon.
Yeah.
And so, 8.4 is fine. It was sort of amusing.
What do you want them to do with this series?
With this 3 episodes?
Yeah.
This very short thing. I mean, the reason it exists is just to hype people up for ZA to sell more copies of ZA. So, I don't know.
Although the mainline, like the regular show, does such a good job of that. Like the video game tie-ins and everything.
Yeah, it's always making you want to play these games.
One of my big issues with what we've seen so far is that this is a big training arc. It's literally called Roy training. And they are saying, oh, we can't beat Lucario right now. We're going to have to train. Next week on Pokemon, we're going to have to train. The attack that Crocalor did to fight Lucario is the same attack that he will do to fight everybody else that we've seen so far post-flashback.
Yeah.
So wow. He was using Flame Charge, but now he's using Flame Charge. So that's kind of unfortunate.
Maybe the next 2 episodes will be way better and way more exciting. Who's to say?
I just want them to be creative because Pokemon has such a non-Dragon Ball Z vibe. And there are so many things where it's like, oh, use Trick Flower. Oh, hey, interact with that puddle of water. Like, there's so many interesting elements to combat that Pokemon can bring to the table and what it has brought to the table. And they just go back to the Dragon Ball, let's just launch things at each other way too often for my taste.
Yeah. I enjoyed it. It was like, I'm hearing banging all over the place.
Oh,
so
no.
I guess that means we have to move on to the wrap up. Again, apologies if I sound different than a normal episode. Dying of illness.
You don't.
Well, I know the cadence is way different. It's time to move on to the wrap up. This is Look, Listen, Cast. It's on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. It's also on the other podcast apps. Sure. You can listen wherever you want.
Probably. Sure, why not?
Also, like I mentioned before, please just do me a little favor. I know you don't want to, but just do me a little, please. Just go and hit like button, leave a little comment, and send email looklistencast@gmail.com. Also, thank you to Keith for our artwork. That's twitch.tv/Keith Squared. Shouts out to
Professor Ticklebits for the boilerplate.
And the website. That's twitch.tv/prof_ticklebits. And most importantly, if there's a grandmother you're aware of, just go ahead and send her the link, the YouTube. I'm sure she loves
Pokemon.
Hearing all about Blood Simple.
I was going to say, she probably loves Blood Simple.
Blood Simple. Taco Bell. Blood Simple. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There's no Geese Peep. We don't have to do 5 goodbyes, but let's say goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody.
And again, happy Legends ZA. I'm going to be playing it, so you better be too. Have fun. Good game.
Welcome to Z Day. Goodbye.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, Geese Peep. Thank you for listening to the Geese Peep Productions podcast.
Geese Peep Enterprises, doing business as Peep Industries, together with its subsidiaries, is a diversified worldwide entertainment company with operations in media networks, talent management, parks and resorts, multimedia entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. Geese Peep Enterprises is a Dow 30 company